So, what's your name? What do you do?
My name is Ryan Joe. I'm the editor-in-chief of ADWEEK.
And what does the editor-in-chief do at ADWEEK?
A lot of it is overseeing the editorial direction of the magazine and just making sure that all of the different writers and all of the different editors are kind of going down the right track, covering what we need to cover, and we're doing it in a way that's sort of responsible and also interesting.
So, what is ADWEEK? Can you tell us about that?
ADWEEK is a publication that focuses on the advertising industry. There's a lot of publications out there. Some of them, a lot of them are very consumer facing. ADWEEK really kind of focuses on helping people in the business do their jobs better.
And when you say do their jobs better, what do you mean by that?
Means that they know what all of the massive companies in the industry are doing and how they're thinking and how they're positioning themselves in this era of digital AI automation. And that they're also kind of aware of all of the conflicts that are happening within the industry. And in that way, people can kind of better prepare in terms of how they go into meetings, how they approach their job, and how they do their job.
So it's just sort of a place for information for people in the industry?
Yeah, it's a place for people who want to know about the industry, and that can generally means mostly professionals, but that's also anybody who's interested in the advertising industry and the way advertising works. Because fundamentally, advertising is really everywhere. Everywhere you go, everything you do is people trying to get you to make a decision to buy something that you may or may not be interested in buying. Mm-hmm. Everything that happens today is about persuasion.
It's all on advertising?
Yeah.
And now that we know a little more about ADWEEK, can you tell us, and you told us before, but what exactly does an editor-in-chief do?
Editor-in-chief basically makes sure that the editorial direction is where it needs to go and that everyone is covering what they need to cover in a way that's both responsible but also interesting to our readers.
And as a last question, for someone who would like to pursue your job or pursue something in the advertising industry, what would a piece of advice you would give them be?
You have to be curious, but you also have to be willing to acknowledge what you don't know and ask questions about that. I feel like a lot of people, they come in trying to front and act like they know everything, and that's actually really deadly if you are a journalist. You have to be willing to ask questions, even questions that might make you seem a little stupid or ignorant. But you need to kind of put yourself out there and just be willing to confront what you don't know and ask questions aggressively about it.
So just don't get caught up in your own head?
Don't get caught up in your own head. Don't get caught up in your own idea of what's happening, because oftentimes that idea might be wrong, and you need to be willing to, explore other paths and try to get to the truth that way.
Well, Ryan, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.